You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 254.
254, man. I'm Ralphie Gigante this week.
All right, new listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated, the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually on Mind of Ralph across the social media platforms.
On Twitter, I'm JON2_B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Also, special shout out to WDJY-FM 99.1 in Atlanta.
ATL Hope.
Shout out to OS Gang down in Georgia. All right, we back.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back.
We're
We pulling double duty, man.
Man,
So
right,
we
man.
here.
Blame it on me, man.
I know. Listen, man. It's always good to be able to be flexible.
Yeah.
And this is the other side of podcasting. People don't see or don't realize or don't understand if they're not in it.
Yeah.
To be consistent, you got to put in the work.
Yeah, the time is valuable. And, you have commitments and other obligations, family, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you just, flexibility, man. And the magic that, No Diddy that we create here in the room, it's kind of like, it can't be recreated on a Zoom call or
that's facts.
You know what I'm saying? I enjoy the fact that I get to talk shit with my mans. You know what I'm saying? In person.
It's true. So yeah, so we're here. We're here. Episode 254.
254.
We said no off the dome. So how do we start?
I don't know, man. And we already did so much small talk on episode 253. We did talk about the presidential election. So, hey, everybody, welcome.
Right.
President-elect Trump, he in the seat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure what other, he's been actually pretty quiet, which is amazing.
I
mean, not amazing, but just like damn, he been quiet.
That's actually a really good point. And that's so unlike him. Like,
yeah, we're sitting here, not a week after the election, but
I guess
5 days, 6 days, 5 days.
Yeah, not even a week.
It's been 5 days since the election.
It's crazy. And I haven't seen anywhere where he's like said or posted anything since.
He trying to get them charges cleared, baby.
Look,
they talk about dropping them charges. I shut the hell up too. Shit.
That's crazy.
But it's like, realistically, right? If he did go to jail, it's like
then
it ain't like
JD Vance becomes president.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like what then? Like, he's old. Like, what happens?
It don't matter. We said the same thing when Bill Cosby went.
Oh yeah.
So and he went
and he got out.
I mean, yeah. But shit, he ain't leaving the house, and like he going to the grocery store.
Yeah, I don't know. And then he still gets Secret Service, so he gets Secret Service in the pen. So it's like, does he get like solitary confinement with Secret Service guards outside? Like, I'm trying to figure out how does it work.
That's crazy. He getting the new recruit that just started at the jail.
And do you get paid by the government and the state? Like, I mean, is it two? Like, you get two checks? Like, do you wherever he's like, do you get paid by the prison and the government? Like, if you're a Secret Service person and you got to protect one prisoner, I need two checks.
That's a good point.
I would flex. I need two checks.
That is a great point.
Like, I mean, technically, if he would probably go to a federal prison if that was something to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt it though at this point.
He not going to jail.
No, him being outside boosts the economy for so strange reasons. Like,
no, that's a great point.
Shit's gonna be lit now.
Bitcoin
in the work, and like, I ain't saying economically, I think we gonna be straight. Like, socially, we gonna be fucked. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you mentioned that because shout out to my crypto people, but Bitcoin just hit 80,000 like per Bitcoin like today. which is crazy.
The
Like
funny money was going down. Now it's back up.
it shot up. I think it might have been sitting at like it might have been sitting at like 60 something K like a few months ago. And as we got closer to the election, it started going up. But since he's been elected, it's been doing nothing but going up.
Let me find out Trumpito is the reason why we're gonna get back right.
That shit finna hit. That shit might hit 100K before the end of the year.
MAGA might actually mean something. I don't know.
Listen,
I'm one of the rich getting richer.
Listen, I bought a little bit of Bitcoin during the pandemic just because I was in the house and I was bored and I was trying to invest in shit.
So you got 80K?
I wish.
Oh
no. So you can buy fractional.
Oh,
like
okay.
you. Oh yeah.
No,
Bro. Oh, absolutely not. Listen. We wouldn't be right here, Pod. We'd be somewhere else.
I was about to say
we'd be somewhere else. Trust me. So yeah, nah. But no, the little Bitcoin I got in the window, I was like, oh, look at that. Shout out to
Johnny. Man.
I don't want to shout out Trump, but shout out to Bitcoin.
It's like
shout out to Bitcoin. Is that? Yeah, that might be the type.
Shout, man. Hey, I don't know, man. I was gonna say shout out to JD Vance, man. I don't want to give Trump the credit.
I don't want to give him credit either. He's weird.
I don't know, man. He said he like boys in the hood. Like, hey, man, we just talked about personality politics. Let me stop buying into that shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, because that shit don't matter. He look funny. Like I usually don't trust people, especially politicians, without facial hair. He got facial hair, but he still look funny. I can't get one.
Well, all of them don't have facial hair, right?
And I don't trust none of them.
Oh damn, okay, that's
See?
fair.
There we go.
I don't know, man, but no off the dome this week, man. We freestyling for real because this is just a back-to-back episode. So we appreciate you guys for tapping in, man. We got a few topics here on the OS News docket, OS Gang. I don't know, where do we start, man? Because we go Grammy noms, just get that over with.
Yeah, I think we can.
2025 Grammy nominations hit the airways, man. We just go sit here and discuss, man. There's a few nominations that definitely affect the culture, and we just want to sit here and discuss. I think Cowboy Carter, Beyonce leads all nominees, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir, with 11.
With 11. Let's just get it out the way. Do you think she wins anything? Just get straight to it.
She might win at least one. One of her songs is nominated for Best Melodic Rap.
I need to see the category before I concede.
Now, and if I'm not mistaken, I think she has a song with Shabuzi on her album. I think, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. I think that's the song that's nominated in that category, which is crazy because Cowboy Carter was a country album and Shabuzi is a country artist.
Yeah, and then she's in the melodic rap. All right, fam. Like, listen, I was trying to shoot the Grammy some bail when they made those multiple rap categories. But if you're gonna mischaracterize shit again, like, let that be over in the countryside. Now, if y'all don't let her win country awards because she's been getting I wouldn't say snubbed or whatnot, because like I said, I'm not well versed to really speak on snubs.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, maybe Cowboy Carter warrants a award. I'm not saying she should sweep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think snub is crazy. I think that's a fair assessment.
I don't know.
Has an album on this scale that's actually been good ever been snubbed that everything has been nominated? You know what I'm saying? Like
any other Beyonce album?
Nah, Beyonce be winning though.
Okay. Well, shit, I don't know.
This is the first time she genre hopped, and niggas was mad about it. And me, OS Gang, when I say niggas, that's racially, that is not racially specific.
It encompasses all.
Yeah, it encompasses all.
Like they tried to do POC.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway. So we get into the nominees?
Yeah, I mean, you were looking at the melodic rap, but it don't matter because I think if she's nominated 11 times, we've seen the clickbait before when it comes to big name artists on there.
Yeah,
I think she wins too in lesser categories. I think they're just going to continue what they've been doing with Beyonce. Mm-hmm. She's the all-time leading Grammy Award winner with 30, something like that.
Okay.
But still, that came last year, and she didn't win any big awards.
Right.
Because the big awards is Record of the Year, Song of the Year, and Album of the Year. She has never won any of those.
Right.
And Album of the Year, it'll be funny, right? She'll probably win Album of the Year this year. But what's so weird about it, like Taylor Swift is in that category, so it's kind of like it's Beyonce versus Taylor. That's going to be the storyline,
of course.
And Taylor might win because I hear her album's good. I'm not over there, but I heard that. And then your man's,
Andre
3000.
Oh,
Blue, Blue Moon soon.
New Blue Sun.
Yeah, that shit. Nominated for a
album of the year.
Stop.
Round of applause to
See, this I blame y'all niggas. Because y'all done romanticized him into this. Like, he is such a fictional character when it comes to rap these days. Now his flute album just is come on, man. At Gram, like what?
When you can play your album at all the wellness retreats, you get nominated for a Grammy. Okay?
Clearly. I put that shit on go to sleep. That's great, relaxing, meditation, focus music.
That's funny.
But come on, man.
Okay.
You know, I get tight when they do these, like they just nominate off of like legacy or name,
of course,
rather than actually being a good project. Now you can make those arguments for like a Beyonce or Taylor Swift or something like that, but they're more current in the music space. Like I don't think Andre really cares about this goddamn flute album the way that we want him to care. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I mean, of course not.
But I'm off that.
All right, let's go through some of these categories.
All right, cool.
So the first thing they have on this website is record of the year.
Okay.
We got Now and Then by the Beatles, which that's kind of crazy. Texas Hold'em, Beyonce. Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter. 360, Charlie XCX. Is that how I said it?
I know who you're talking about.
Okay. Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish. Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. Good Luck, Babe. Chapel Roan. Fortnite, Taylor Swift featuring Post Malone.
I want Kendrick Lamar to win everything he's nominated
Everything.
for. Everything. I want it to be a clean sweep.
But I see a world where, or I see a timeline where this goes to Sabrina Carpenter.
What's the song?
Espresso.
I'm not familiar.
It's it's a decent song.
No,
but it's like it's a song. It's one of them songs that you'll hear on the radio, you'll hear in Target, you'll hear it pretty much anywhere.
Okay,
anywhere.
I probably if it got played, I probably know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But the real fight is really between Beyonce and Kendrick.
Well, let's. What does it mean for Kendrick to win a Grammy? Because Kendrick's not no stranger to the Grammys, right?
Of course.
But if he wins in the big three category, right?
In a year where he would have been seemingly quiet.
Yeah, but to win Song of the Year for a diss track, what does that mean for Kendrick, or what does that mean for hip hop? Or is it just not anything we should really pay attention to because it's all politics?
Well, I mean, the fact that it's yes, it is politics, but the fact that it's even here in this category, I think it says enough in itself, right? So, again, like Kendrick said, headshots for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. He meant that.
So let me ask you this: does he perform at the Super Bowl? And then does he go to the Grammy stage and bless the Grammy stage?
Well, let me ask you this. Would it be even crazier if the Grammys was before the Super Bowl?
The Grammys before the Super Bowl?
I do believe so, but let's double check that just to be sure. Grammys 2025. Too many zeros. 2025. Sunday, February 4th.
And
is that right?
Yeah, because
no, that's 2024.
Okay, I'm about to say because Super Bowl's February 9th.
Grammy 2025 date. February 2nd. That's the week before the Super Bowl.
Nah, he ain't go. Nah, I wouldn't fuck up my bag. I wouldn't perform at the Grammys.
At the Grammys?
I wouldn't perform at the Grammys.
Really?
And I'm supposed to do the Super Bowl next week?
If he doesn't perform, does he still show up?
I say yeah. I say he still shows up, but he's not performing.
I feel like you got to show. If you Kendrick Lamar, you got to show up.
Oh, yeah.
One, because you're nominated. Two,
multiple times.
If you win, you get to go on stage and make a speech.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he needs to be there.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, but he should not perform. Don't step on your performance at the Grammys. I mean, at the Super Bowl doing this. Performing at the Grammys, because he's already done the Grammys plenty of times, right? I think at least twice.
That's, I don't know. I think you right, because
you don't step on the product, because your performance doesn't necessarily change so much in a week. Literally,
it's gonna be shorter. What if you what if you do a trailer to the performance
Oh,
at
that's
the
crazy.
Grammys?
That's crazy. A trailer to the performance.
Hey man, look.
Well, I mean, they did that for Usher, so you know it happens. It happens.
Damn,
but-
your whole residency was a trailer. That's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy. But just Kendrick being nominated as much as he has been. Like, can you go to the rap categories?
Yeah. Let's see. Let me type that up. All right, let's start from. All right, let's start from best rap performance.
Mhm.
We have Enough, Miami, Cardi B.
No.
When the Sun Shines Again, Common and Pete Rock. Nissan Altima, Doechii, Houdini, Eminem, Like That, Future, Metro Boomin, Kendrick, Yeah, Glow, Glorilla, Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar.
That's an interesting thing because Doechii is the most nominated amongst the rap field, I believe.
She
Or
is.
she's the most female rap nominee or something like that. I don't think she got more than Kendrick. It's something like that. She got like a lot of nominations though. Doechii.
She did get a lot of nominations. How do you feel about her nominations from the perspective of she called her project a mixtape, not an album?
Well, I mean, hey, I was about to say acid rap. What's the name of that chance?
Oh, got you. Say less.
So
Say less.
listen.
Coloring book, I think it was.
Yeah.
Okay, say less. So who do you? This is actually a pretty good category.
Yeah, for best rap performance, and
Yeah.
like I keep forgetting what they brace that off of because all these are pretty good songs. Like I think the common one is the one that it's kind of escaping me right now because I remember listening to the album, but it was good, but something that I don't necessarily revisit. Nothing, not saying it's trash, but it's just not for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, listen, Kendrick in here twice, man.
First of all, round of applause for that.
And then of all the Eminem songs, we pick Houdini. Jesus Christ.
I mean, why not? Can I say that I'm proud? Well, I'm definitely proud of Doechii, but I'm also proud of Glorilla because this is her second straight year
Mm-hmm.
being nominated for at least one Grammy.
Big
so
glow.
it's I'm so happy to see her glow up.
She like little cousin, man.
Man,
It's like
for
your
real.
little cousin, man. I love it.
Yeah, and it's the whole St. Louis Memphis connection too. So
Yeah.
But
I have no idea who.
Do you
wins
think
that.
Kendrick beats Kendrick?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Does Kendrick beat Future or Future beat Kendrick?
Out of this category, what song do you give the Grammy to?
Does Ralph give the Grammy to?
Yeah.
Not Like Us. If Not Like Us is in there, I'm gonna give it the trophy. So
wait, say it again.
If Not Like Us is in there, it's getting the trophy for me. Just the troll.
Oh, say list.
Like I want Kendrick to win 5 in the night just because it's Not Like Us.
That's funny.
Just the troll. Listen, I'm here for the pettiness.
Nah,
this has nothing to do if I like the song or not.
it's just being petty.
It's just the petty.
And that's what Drake get for going to meme mug DeMar DeRozan.
Exactly.
That's exactly what he get.
Or even if it's a kid, okay, even if it's Future, right? Kendrick still get it.
Man, this is crazy.
I know, man.
This is crazy. But Not Like Us, I feel like Not Like Us should win. Just from what Not Like Us, like what it represents as a song, as a song in a diss battle, and as a song in hip hop, just as a song, period. Like why the song was birthed.
It's a movement.
It's a movement to cap off. I don't know if I would call this one of the greatest beefs in history, but it's one of the greatest one-sided ones.
Oh Jesus Christ! Let's just let the dust settle for real. But it's definitely up there. I think so.
It's still crazy to think that was this year.
It seems so long ago,
man. So we got best melodic rap performance. The song Kehlani, Jordan Adetuji featuring Kehlani.
Mm-hmm.
Spaghetti, Beyonce featuring Linda Martell and Shabuzi. We Still Don't Trust You, featuring Metro Boomin featuring The Weeknd. Big Mama, Lotto, 3 a.m. Rhapsody featuring Erykah Badu.
Interesting.
Not a bad category.
No, it's not.
If we talk a melodic rap performance, I don't think there are too many songs better than 3 a.m. The Rhapsody Erykah Badu joint. I like Big Lotto quietly has been on a run this year. I like Big Mama. I like that song. I like We Still Don't Trust You. And even the spaghetti song, I thought was pretty cool. I can't say I've heard Kalani though.
Yeah, it's just it's funny because like Kalani dropped on the song because dude just made a song because he's talking about he like Kalani.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Like Let Nas Down.
No, it ain't that deep.
Okay,
it ain't that.
Never mind. I think it goes to Rhapsody and Erykah Badu, but probably will go to Beyonce.
Yeah,
which is crazy that
she's in there. But like you said, maybe it's the metric of what the song is, and not necessarily the artist itself. Because even though it's still a country song, but you know, hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is. All right, best rap song. We got Asteroids, Rhapsody featuring Hit Boy, Carnival, Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign. We got Like That, Future, Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar, Yeah Glow, Glorilla. And this is best rap song. Jesus. And it looks like this song is for the writing.
For the writing.
Yeah, because they got a lot of people listed on some of these songs.
Give it to Carnival since there's 87 niggas on that song. I want everybody to get a Grammy. But like that contradicts what I said with Kendrick.
I mean,
I want Kendrick to win everything he's involved in.
Well, I don't know. Like, again, Not Like Us is Not Like Us, but I really like Asteroids. I really like that song. But for a lot of these individuals that's nominated in these categories with Kendrick, it's just it's sorry it felt that way.
Yeah,
because man, I really like the Asteroids.
It is what it is, man. Let's get to this best rap album, man.
Best rap album.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Might delete later. J. Cole, The Auditorium, Volume 1. That's Common and Pete Rock. Alligator Bites Never Heal. Doechii. The Death of Slim Shady. Eminem, We Don't Trust You. Future, Metro Boomin. Can I say it?
Say it.
I don't. From this category, I'm already taking out We Don't Trust You.
Why?
The album as a whole, yes. Again, and I kind of like the album, but I don't know if it's like based on the other nominees in this category, I don't know if this album is as fluid of an album as the other ones.
That's not a fair criticism, but okay.
You don't think so?
No.
So you think it belongs here with the rest of these?
Yeah. Because you go off of more than what the album is, right? You go off of metrics, you go album sales, all that shit matters. You can't discount it because you don't care for the music.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
That's
what you're doing. Your bias is jumping out.
It is.
Because you ain't say nothing about Mike Delete Labor. Why the fuck is that there?
I still listen to that.
But it shouldn't. Why is it there though?
You don't think it should be there?
What's the metrics of it then? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the why are we talking about it? Because I thought it was a mixtape.
Listen, Alligator Bites Never Heal there too. So you think you take that one out?
No. I don't feel like that. It's like with J. Cole, it's weird because he's supposed to be dropping the album, Might Delete Later. We didn't know what that was. You took one of the songs off. So what the fuck that should discount it right there.
I don't know if that should matter.
Right. It should matter. Now it's not even a complete project. Shit.
No, that's funny. That's funny. So okay,
it's kind of like, I mean, and then we're going off legacy. Yeah, you put LL Cool J in here. His album solid enough to be nominated.
I mean, true.
I ain't saying I damn sure ain't gonna think it was supposed to win, but it's a good effort.
It should be there.
Yeah, it should definitely be there.
That's funny. Can I at least say I like the range of ages in this category?
Yeah.
We got somebody as young as Doechii. I think she's like in her mid-20s, something like that, all the way up to Common Pete Rock, Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
Elder statesman, 50-year-old plus.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like you got the young person that's still figuring it out with Doechii, first time to this place where everybody else has been.
Yeah, this magnitude. Yeah. So on a serious note, where do you think it goes?
And it would be nice to see new blood infused into this with Doechii winning. Because why nominate her that many times if you don't think she has the opportunity to win?
That's true.
And maybe just going off of what I think about each one of these albums, I think she has a just as complete project, if not more.
I feel that.
So my dark horse and my choice is Doechii. Because I feel like any one of those could win. I know I'll say this out loud. Common's not winning.
Damn,
that's not
that's
hate.
wild. It's just
That's not even hate. That's not hate. I promise.
So you think out of this category, that's the one that has the least chance?
Yeah.
Damn.
They just there, man.
Listen,
Listen,
they needed somebody to round the category out.
pretty much. You notice it's like that, right? Comment. It's always an album like that nominated, but it never wins.
Does Common have any Grammys?
He might.
Does Common have? He has 3.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Shout out to Common.
Song written for visual media, rap performance by a duo or group, R&B song.
Probably Love of My Life or some shit.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Well, let's see what we got left. Let me go back to the top here. We did record of the year. Did we do album of the year?
Yeah, we did.
We did. Okay, album of the year.
Because we were stuck on Beyonce and Taylor Swift and then Andre 3000 with his damn flute.
Right.
Goddamn flute.
Song of the we didn't do song of the year. We
did
did
song
record
of the year, then record of the year. I always find those confusing.
One I think is for the writing of the song.
Okay.
The other one is just the song itself.
The song itself, performances and stuff. All right,
cool. So song of the year, we got a bar song, Tipsy. That's a Shabuzi.
Mm-hmm.
Birds of a Feather. That's Billie Eilish. Die with a Smile, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Fortnite, Taylor Swift featuring Post Malone. Good Luck Babe, Chapel Roan, Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. Please, 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 Sabrina Carpenter. Texas Hold'em, Beyonce.
This go contradict my whole Kendrick thing. I still want Kendrick to win everything he's involved in, but I didn't realize Taylor had obviously she's in album of the year, but she's in all the big 3 categories. Taylor's not going over 3 in those.
Not at all. And somehow I feel like Taylor Swift and Post Malone is a cheat code. I feel like it's a cheat code. So
yeah,
definitely shout out to Shabuzi.
Shout out to Shabuzi. I would love if Shabuzi won.
This is a pretty interesting category.
It's
definitely
the range.
Dang, that's
I know who's not winning, and I love Beyonce.
You don't think Texas Hold'em?
I don't think
They ain't gonna hold it, huh?
Nah.
Damn, that's crazy. Kendrick versus Taylor Swift. That's interesting. And Billie Eilish. I don't want to say let's all prepare to be disappointed, but
let's prepare to be disappointed.
Let's prepare to be disappointed.
I'm telling you,
that's
man.
Crazy. Doechii is nominated for Best New Artist.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to her for that. That's what's and Shabuzi.
Mm-hmm.
A band that I like out of Houston is nominated for Best New Artist. Krungbin. I've been listening to them for a few years now. They make some really dope music. Let me see. Do we care about any of these other categories?
No, not for real.
Not for real.
Let me ask you this before we get off of Grammy discussion.
Yeah.
Do you think that they do a Quincy Jones tribute?
They have to,
like a literal tribute, not a in memoriam.
I feel like they have. I feel like they're going to have to, and they bring people out to perform.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Like it should be at least a 10-15 minute tribute.
For
like,
sure.
I'm not even gonna hold you.
For
that
sure.
should be a good bulk of the production.
For sure.
For the show.
That was a good point. I ain't even put 2 and 2 together, but no, they absolutely should have that.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
But that's the 2025 Grammy nominations. I'm pretty sure it's something that we skipped that maybe y'all wanted to hear from. I don't know.
Yeah,
but we only talk about the 3 categories we like.
Right.
Get all that,
and then add the year,
add a little sauce on it. Yeah, I'm saying. But let's talk about this, man. T.I. was recently on First Take with Cam Newton down in Atlanta. They were at I think Clark Atlanta's homecoming. Okay. So they were down there kicking it, vibing, and T.I. gave his top 5 ATL rappers outside of himself. So we got to fly through this just to see. So, and I'm guessing this is not in any particular order, but we're just going to look at them as a team and not 1 through 5.
Okay.
So we got Future, Young Thug, Outkast with Big Boy and Andre, of course, and then Killer Mike. So Johnny, outside of these top 5, outside of Atlanta, outside of T.I., these are the top 5 rappers in Atlanta. Do you agree or disagree?
These lists are always going to be subjective.
Of course.
Y'all listen, if you listen to OS, you know my takes on Andre 3000 being like, top rapper and all that kind of stuff. So now I also have to take into account this is T.I.'s personal.
Yeah,
So I do have to take that into account. And then him being from Atlanta, being so close to the scene, he got different metrics and all that kind of stuff.
absolutely.
I necessarily wouldn't count Andre 3000 and Big Boy separately.
Mhm.
I know these are individual rappers, but they were too great of a duo for me to count them, separate. So,
and I think how this is constructed, he's just saying that they're a part of. I mean, obviously they're a duo because some people would just say 3000, and then we'll find another rapper, insert rapper here. So imagine if T.I. wasn't a part of the conversation. I mean, if he wasn't the one constructing the list, somebody would make an argument to separate 3000, T.I., Future, however you want to rank them. You know what I'm saying? It would have definitely been like that. But T.I. being such a ATLian, a ATL historian, like, you know what I'm saying, just all those things, and being an Atlanta nigga through and through.
Yeah,
he's not gonna separate them two.
Yeah. I'm not particularly mad at his list. I think again, Andre 3000, Big Boy, they changed what Atlanta rap was, right? And rap in general. I understand why he would add Future and Young Thug.
I was about to say who got snubbed.
I feel like there's a lot.
Oh, let's get to it.
Hell, Migos. That jumps off like in my head. Period.
But okay. Oh, I guess because we count Outkast as a group, we got to count. Oh, that's nasty.
No, should I not? Because if not, then none of them go.
Oh no, I was gonna think you was gonna make a case of Ludacris.
Well, yeah, I was getting there. And then, do you think T.I. is at a point where he would add Jeezy?
Well, he had to be for Ludacris, so
quote unquote,
right? It's like even if it was like one of those pretentious ass lists where they do keep Andre on and Big Boy off, right?
Yeah.
Who goes there?
Who goes in that last spot?
Yeah. Like, I mean, would it be a Jeezy or a Ludacris if you took Big Boy out? Because Killer Mike is there for skill more so than hits. Young Thug and Future are there for hits more so than their actual rapping ability. They rap, they put words together. It's just not in the most lyrical means that people tend to enjoy on one side. Well, that's how I look at it.
Well, I say you will put a Ludacris there because that kind of bridges
all that together.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to think, are there any other deep cut Atlanta rappers that T.I. may have put on here
besides himself?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course, it's excluding T.I.
It's kind of like if you wanted to say like a CeeLo Green.
Okay.
But I wouldn't make him top 5 though either.
Yeah.
Like I love CeeLo. CeeLo one of the dopest. And he got a goodie mob. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we picking niggas out of groups.
Do you think?
But his solo efforts weren't necessarily purely rap albums either. That's the thing.
Well, that's also true. Do you think there's a world where Cyhi goes there? No, not even if it was interchanged with Big Boy. I mean, not Big Boy. Killer Mike.
No, not top 5. Out the city, no.
Okay,
no.
Okay.
He gotta. It's so much he gotta fight through for me to even make a case that you top
20.
Yeah, it's gotta be 20. Listen, I think Pastor Joy from Atlanta. I'm not putting him over Pastor Troy.
Really? And listen, is that an impact thing? Is that a nostalgia thing? Like
all that? Because what does Cyhi have pulling you in besides the few bars that he got here and there? That's just skill. We talking about a lot here.
Okay. No dope on Sunday.
No, fuck no. You know I love no dope on Sunday. Don't do this, Johnny. Johnny, don't do this.
I'm just trying to see.
No, you
I'm
can't
just trying to see where you at.
You can't say.
I'm just trying to see.
Listen. This is not Cyhi hate.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I'm trying to think.
Now he over Cool Breeze, so you know what I'm saying. He over niggas like
that. Is there a world where Gucci Mane goes?
It's a possibility.
Okay.
Like, it's a possibility.
And then the other person I'm thinking. See, because I wouldn't count. I was gonna say Shorty Low, but I wouldn't count him.
No, he nah, not top 5. Not even now. We can battle over who gets that over Cyhi. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Like that's a nigga we can debate. Now.
Damn, Fabio Over Cyhi. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Cyhi ain't got no tatted up. Baby.
That's
He
crazy.
ain't got no spaceships over Banghead,
Oh
baby.
my god.
This is not a skill.
But you're not lying.
This
But
is not a skill argument. This is not a skill argument.
Oh snap.
Because if that's the case, okay, it's Andre over everybody because of the skill, right? And that may be debatable.
Oh, that's crazy.
But no, he's a technician. I can't. No, Andre's a wizard. I'm not gonna hate, but it's like y'all be doing too much.
That's great. Is Gucci, Fabo, then Cyhi? Wow. Damn, all right, not Cyhi need to hit because that's nasty.
Man, I'm sorry, bro. Hits matter, bro. They matter, bro.
That's nasty. Listen, if Absol can come out and make hit records, goddamn it, Cyhi can do it. So
Cyhi gave too much heat to Ye, man.
that's crazy.
You know how that go, man. You know how this go.
Fabo Over Cyhi is crazy. That's something that's gonna stick with me this week.
Fabo Over Cyhi.
That's gonna stick with me this week.
Yeah, man, it should though.
That's
But
insane.
man, since we kind of in the space of talking about rap, let's talk about this, right? It was a dope question that came online, and me and Johnny have been doing this podcast thing for what, 7 years? 7 years, right?
Yeah.
So we potted through the pandemic and all that. We still here, baby.
Still here, baby.
So from 2020, the question really asked was that has hip hop produced any classics this decade? So in the past 4 years, can you think of something that's a widely regarded classic? Because there's levels to classics, right? You have widely regarded, you have personal, and you have regional, right?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, me and Johnny debate these rap albums so much. Something that may be a classic to him is just like, oh, that's a strong album,
right?
You know what I'm saying, and vice versa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have something that's widely regarded. Like, ain't nobody go sit here and tell you that Illmatic is not a classic album, no matter where they are in the hip hop land space, right?
Yeah,
cool. And then some shit is just regional, like it's a regional classic. Like if I told you one of the 8 Ball and MJGJ albums is a classic album, you like, I mean, I guess. But you can't tell nobody that was raised in Memphis or on Southern hip hop that's not classic.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. So we got to get into like what albums have actually come out. Now, does anything register off the top of your head?
The one that I feel like when it came out, people praised it so much, but because of the period of time that we're in, things still just come and go.
Yeah.
The JID album, The Forever Story.
Okay.
I feel like that's one, because I know when I heard, I was like, man, this is like, it was amazing, right? And I feel like so many people throughout the culture felt the same.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like the only one off the top of my head that I could be like, okay. No, that's a classic. Let's
try this, right? 2 people that we just recently discussed in the past 2 episodes, right? We had Tyler the Creator. We talked about Chromacopia on 251, right?
Yeah.
And then 252. No, 250. That was 252. This is 254 that we're talking about. So 253, we talked about Freddie Gibbs.
That's right. Yep.
So do you think that maybe like a Tyler can proclaim a classic with, let's say, Call Me If You Get Lost, because they came out in 2022?
They came out 2022.
And then maybe like or maybe one of those Freddie albums that we talked about, like Bandana or Alfredo.
Okay,
it's too early. It's too early to say that the latter 2 are classics, because they just came out in the past 3 weeks.
Right. I think in the long run, you'd be able to make a case for Bandana.
Over Alfredo. Bandana had more memorable songs to me, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I would lean toward Bandana, like you're saying. Mm-hmm.
So better songs. I feel like the production on Freddie Gibbs albums does nothing but increase every time. So I can't really give Bandana that over Alfredo.
Yeah.
But if I'm talking like actual songs, layout of the tracks and things like that, I think I'm gonna lean toward Bandana. But I don't know if that's regarded as a classic right now.
I don't think any of Freddie's albums have been regarded as classics, because of, it depends on how many times do we get here and we talk about albums and how perfect they have to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have to kind of redefine what classics mean, because we're going off of what a nostalgic view of a classic is, right?
Right.
Does it have a radio hit? Does it have deep cuts? Does it have a decent amount of worldliness, or like, you know, like something that's a complete picture of focus, that's what we look at. Those are 3 albums that you can name by Freddie Gibbs that are great albums, but name a song that's probably been played on radio that's widely known, and that's where it gets to being more personal.
True.
Because it could be classic, but ain't nobody heard it. Right. That's fucked up though. And you know me, when I get to these, when I start talking about them niggas that just got bars, like, hey, nobody heard them though.
I listen, you got me.
Damn it though. But I mean, it's unfortunate.
Now, I do think Call Me If You Get Lost has a better chance
of having the classic label.
Yes.
I think it's more so like I mean, it can be a little bit of nostalgia in the moment, but he had a fire rollout. Like, it was like the packaging, the I guess the DJ drama stuff, the tour, like everything about it kind of makes it classic. And if you ever had doubts about Tyler's star power before, it was under, like, you can honestly, and I know that you may as well think about it like this, and that's why you had your apprehension about calling him a superstar, right? Because people didn't want to give him his credit. The Flower Boy made people kind of like, all right, for real. Yeah. Now we get to Igor. That's a different bag, but he was singing, so it's kind of like, oh, okay. This is no. You can't deny, you can't deny me now. Go back. So that's what Call Me If You Get Lost is. So I think if people have that viewpoint in another year or two, we'll look back and be like, all right, that was like the apex of Tyler. That's his peak.
Yeah, that's Tyler, the Creator, is a rapper, right? But I feel like that's the album that cemented him in hip hop. Like, even though he's been a part of hip hop since his career began, he started out with what they call like horrorcore and all that kind of stuff, experimenting with different sounds, flirting with R&B and things like that. He Flower Boy was kind of a mixture, right? Yeah. It was it leaned a little bit more toward rap, but it was a lot of different sounds, and the music sounded different. Igor was, completely alternative pop, all that, which was still fire. But getting to Call Me If You Get Lost, this is his rap. This is his rap album, right? Yeah. Which put him on people's like true radar when it comes to hip hop in general.
Yeah, because that was the first time I really heard a Tyler song on the radio.
Right, that too, and not to mention the radio play, right?
That's why I bigged that album up. I was like, hey, listen, you got a radio song, and no matter what, in the year of our Lord, where we feel like terrestrial radio doesn't matter, it still does.
It does.
It's just to the personal preference of music. That's why we, kind of shy away from radio.
Yeah,
but I think Tyler could have one. Let's try this one though. Nas dropped what, 5 albums, or was it 4? No, he dropped 6.
I was about to say, do you mean like after 2020?
Yeah, it was 3 and 3, right?
Yeah. 3 King's Diseases, 3 Magics.
Okay. Do you think any of those deserve a classic title?
I think I can't remember which one. It might have been Magic 2. One of them Magics was
the first Magic was tough. I think all of them were good, but they were, it felt more of a mixtape. That's why they seem so forgettable to me.
Okay.
I know one song there was Meet Joe Black. I know there's some tracks on there, don't get me wrong, but I feel like I love this album version of Nas more, and like he was freer on Magic to do just rap.
Yeah.
And I felt like those were mixtapes. So I'm just nitpicking, but I'm just not gonna put those classics on classic titles. I'm probably gonna stick to the King Disease series as something that I want to focus on. And if you ask me, 2 was the one.
Okay.
It's 2, 1, and 3 for me. And I think some people love 3. 3 was kind of
And the first King's Disease came out in 2020.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So that's all this happened in 4 years.
Jesus Christ.
Not even 4, because I don't think he dropped nothing this year.
He put out King's Disease 2 and Magic, the first Magic, both in 2021.
Yeah. And he was silent this year.
Right. And I think he might be silently on tour. I just seen a clip of him performing.
He supposed to do a album with Primo, I think, now.
Come on. If he go on another three album run, that's gonna be insane. I'm trying to think. Is King's Disease 2 the one with Ferg on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Because if I recall,
anything,
that's the one that I was like, no, this is crazy.
This the one.
This is crazy.
This the one. So, but that seems now to a hip hop head, that seems like something that you can give a classic tag to, right?
Mhm.
But does it have the radio single or the big single? You can debate that because I think Brunch on Sundays is on there, which was a song that had a video or a hit type of feel to it because it had Blast on it.
Mhm.
What was the song you just said?
I can't think of the name, but I know Ferg is on it, and I feel like I heard the beat.
Matter of fact, that might have been the first one.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I think that was the first one. King's Disease.
Right, because I'm trying to look it up and see.
Because King's
Oh, yeah,
Disease 2
that was the
had
last one. Last song.
Then it had Lauryn Hill on it, and it had Hit Boy, it had Charlie Wilson. Charlie Wilson was on the first album. It had EPMD2. That's probably the one I didn't care for. But 40 Side, Death Row East, like, oh no, Nas was cooking. I can't, hey, you know, I be trying, man. Oh Lord, he was cooking on here.
Going crazy.
Like he was going crazy on here. Like I enjoyed King's Disease, but hey, there's a Big Sean feature on here, so we're gonna cut that out.
That's great. And he dropped the album. That's the other thing. Big Sean dropped the album. You see, he's nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found in these Grammy nominations.
Oh man, listen, Nicki Minaj.
Wait, she dropped the album?
Pink Friday 2 came out.
Yep. Was that this year?
It's within this Grammy cycle.
Hold on, let's see. Pink Friday.
She had a whole thing with Casanat on the
Nope, you're right. You absolutely right.
It
came out in 2023
because she had the song with Lil Uzi.
Oh, December.
Yeah, that was so it's in the Grammy cycle.
Yeah, it is. Dang. Yikes.
I know.
Shout out to a tour though.
Right. Hey, let's extend this conversation just a little bit longer because there's a few other albums, right? Like you got J. Cole, the All Season.
I think that's not. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's within,
that's not the Grammy conversation.
Yeah, it's within.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
So from 2020 to now, right? You got J. Cole, the Off Season. You got Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale,
and the
Big Steppers. We got Burden of Proof by Benny. Do you think that anything that Kanye or Drake has done since 2020 is worth talking about in classic space? No.
Kanye, I don't think so.
Okay, but what about Drake? Because you got Certified Lover Boy, that was like 21, 22. You got Her Loss. You got Honestly Never. Well, no, that's not a hip hop album.
Yeah.
And then For the Dog. So, do you think any of those have a classic?
I think if any of them have the potential to become a classic, I think I'm gonna go with Certified Lover Boy.
You know what, that album is kind of aging a little better now.
Yeah,
like because but he got a lot of good features on there too. So outside of like Way Too Sexy, but it's a hit though. It's a hit.
I mean,
oh my god, it's a hit
in
though.
That conversation. Yeah.
But it's a lot of heat on there still. I was going weary of what the Drake formula was because it was too much going on to really like. I guess I was still yearning for that rap album that I never got.
Right.
It's like, could we say Scary Hours? It's no, they don't count. All right, cool. I was trying to shoot him some bill.
How many different Scary Hours have there been since 22? Because I know we got it's only 3 of them.
It was only 3, and then
we got 3.
He tacked them 6 fire tracks on the end of that mid ass album. Like For All the Dogs, it's not good.
So,
but I mean. This conversation can be so broad because we've gotten 87 Griselda projects
this year.
Right, exactly.
That Burden of Proof, that was his first one, right?
The Burden of Proof was his official debut.
And I think that intro to that had Black Thought on it, and I was like,
he had a Lil Wayne and Big Sean feature on that album. He had like.
That was that album.
Yeah, that's the album.
Because we talking. I think that can definitely.
And that's a hit. And that's another Hit Boy album. Because that was Hit Boy exclusively, right?
I think so. If that's the case, Hit Boy having a hell of a start to the decade.
Well, no, Hit Boy is him for sure.
That's crazy. Burden of Proof. You're right.
Was a king to a god, nigga. I feel it forever.
Oh my god. Yeah. This can definitely go in the classic category. And this came out in 2020.
That's one of the ones I'll fight for it. I think Benny got him one.
For sure.
I think he got him one. Now let's try this one out. We just talked about him in the top 5 Atlanta rappers. You think Killer Michael?
See that?
That's just last year though.
I feel like.
Or was that this year? No, it was last year.
He put out deluxe.
He put out deluxe type of repurposed album this year, so that's what got me confused.
I definitely think that could go in a conversation. That's like,
I think that's probably the strongest one here.
Think so?
Well, one of the strongest. I don't think it's. I think the strongest one is Tyler Creator. Next, possibly Benny.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
And then, but Michael is such a new entry to the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm trying not to be prisoner of the moment. But that album is amazing.
It's true.
Like I'm talking about top to bottom. It's kind of like the rappers that Johnny loved. This is how I want to hear them. I want them with a little bit of effort into their beats and their song choices, like how they make music. You know what I'm saying? Because these niggas can rap. I ain't never say that anybody Johnny listened to was whack. I mean, I said whack. Whack. It's just that, nigga, it ain't got no replay value. These niggas can rap their ass off, but nigga, make a song, please.
You gotta listen past the beat.
I know. Listen, man. I guess the metros and all the niggas that make boom, bass and they shit got, they charge too much. Cause nigga,
they ain't got the money, they ain't got the support.
Listen, all the money going to the bass. The 808, that's what happened. It's easy to get the snare.
Facts. That's right. That's the real boom bap.
Right.
That's the real boom bap.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Like you see what happened when Killer Mike get away from Run the Jewels? I'm like, oh, this is amazing. This is what I'm talking about.
He needed to run the Jewels to get to that point.
Man, what? Yes.
That's an absolute point in his timeline. That's what had to happen.
Exactly. But nah, Michael is an amazing album by Killer Mike, man. Oh my god, it's true. The music, man, the musicality, the features. Oh my god, it was everything.
It's interesting when you can hear the money being spent in the album.
Yes.
And that's what that was for Killer Mike.
Yeah.
And went on to sweep all the rap categories at the Grammys. Yeah. That was this year.
Yeah, this year.
What? That's crazy.
And he had that album was amazing.
It was. Damn. Okay, I like that. I definitely like that in the conversation.
Oh yeah. So that's how I would say, if anything, that I had to fight for being a classic, because outside of the podcast and things like that, there's no universal way of saying something's a classic anymore.
Yeah.
But if I had to fight for an album, I would definitely fight for Tyler the Creator, Call Me If You Get Lost, Benny the Butcher with Burden of Proof, and then Killer Mike with Michael. And the reason I put Killer Mike last is because it's the album that came out last.
Got you. Do you think it has the potential to move up in the list?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because it's the perfect storm of what you need an album to be in the 2020s, right? Short, to the point, not a lot of fat on the bones. Facts. You got the range of what you need there, because sometimes 15, 16 tracks can be intimidating.
It's true.
It can be intimidating, man.
If you think about it, I would think a lot of classic albums aren't that long. They're not plus an hour.
Oh yeah, well
over an hour.
Let's get back to Nas, right? Like the reason why this Illmatic, even if it ain't your cup of tea, right? 9 tracks of heat, no matter how you slice it.
Yeah,
is hip hop's Thriller. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of it changed how rap was made. The multiple producers on one album used to lock in, right? Yeah, what Large Professor and Q-Tip or some other niggas. It was like a whole bunch of East Coast, Preem and all them niggas, right? So you got multiple producers, one kid, lock in, let's make this album. Usually that's a recipe for disaster. In most rap cases. No, it worked. 9 tracks of heat, and this is coming from somebody that had to grow to love rapping like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't grow up on shit like that, but I can acknowledge that in my mature rap space. You know what I'm saying? Of just understanding how music is. No, Illmatic is a perfect album. And this is coming from a Jay-Z fan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I you can't acknowledge that. I mean, you can't deny that. So if you talking about what, I'm gonna just say that it was 9 tracks, 51 minutes. Excuse me on the number, but 9 tracks, 51 minutes. He rapped on human nature. You know what I'm saying? Mike told him not to rap. He made it a fucking man. What?
Crazy.
What is it?
10 songs,
Oh,
40
10 songs.
minutes.
Oh, 10 songs, 40 minutes. I think one of them's like an interlude or a skit.
I think so. Doesn't say it on here.
Okay. But either way, short to the point. We ain't got a lot. And then is all he is Nas at his finest, and he's a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why it's easier to make a short. Like, I'm glad hip hop has gotten to that. We go lock in. Even if it's say 13 songs, 37 minutes.
37, right.
Like BigXThaPlug.
Get these bars off and be done.
I think we're gonna talk about BigXThaPlug's album in a few years. But that just came out. We gotta sit with it.
Right.
We already talked about Freddie Gibbs, but I think You Only Die Once.
Yeah, that's the new one.
That's the new one. We'll talk about that in a few years. But it's hard to say classic. It's hard to say instant classic. It's hard to give things these titles these days because music doesn't have any staying power, which is quite unfortunate.
So you don't think the Mr. Morale and Big Steppers?
Absolutely not. It
doesn't even go into talks. No.
If you want to use the fact that it's critically acclaimed, the tour and
everything except the album
and the Grammys,
everything except the album,
pretty much.
Damn.
Listen, man. The thing about Mr. Morale and Big Steppers, it just doesn't have any replay value to me. So that always. Like, these albums can be the albums that you all love, but it ain't got no replay value to me. It's just
there.
Yeah, it's just there.
It's there. Damn. All right.
And tough. I mean, and then a double album in the year of our Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a tough sell.
Hey, man, Chris Brown could do it back to back to back,
but that's different. I ain't say. Listen, out of all them songs, it's probably one album that I think you probably really enjoy, and that might be Heartbreak on the Full Moon. That was the first time he actually did that, right?
Okay.
But we just don't, like, oh my.
Indigo was kind of good. Indigo was good.
Indigo was good too. But I mean, I hear, but okay, maybe Chris Brown, you got me, you got me there. But but rapping is like, that's hard to sell though.
Yeah.
Double. Listen, Tyler Creator come with too many songs, you be like, if it's too many.
And see, and that's where the deluxes come in. Like,
that's what.
Just give me a regular size album.
It's a cheap
but
code.
then if you go, if you got 72 songs for an album, just give me the regular album first.
72 songs is crazy.
Chris Brown,
yeah.
he did that in 2 albums. He did that in 2 albums.
He really did.
So just give me the regular album first. At least let me sample the product. And then you hit me with the rest of the songs.
Man, Chris Brown.
Because
Chris Brown is listen, he's on that Grammy list too, but it's so customary for him because he's always dropping music, right? He's always on a feature, something that's gonna get him in the zeitgeist.
Right. I'm probably recording right now.
Man, what?
It's crazy.
Because 11/11, like I told you, I fell for the market. Listen, when Chris Brown puts out another album, which will probably be sometime next year, I'll just listen to it knowing I'm gonna get at least 30 songs. Because 11/11, I fell for the marketing. It was like, oh, it's 11 best songs. I was like, oh my God, it's on the way. Hold on. What's the Office meme? Like, oh my God, it's happening. Oh my God. Like Christopher Maurice Brown is locking in for a condensed amount of songs. I was like, oh my God, it's happening.
It's happening.
And then it changed. It was like, no, this is my angel number, some bullshit he said. And so I'm gonna have 11 on this side, 11 on this side. So sweatsuit, all right, cool. We doing that then. So I fell for that. And then
R&B sweatsuit.
And then 2 weeks later, he had like another 10.
So much music.
I'm like, nigga. He's like, you could go on the tour and literally just not touch anything post 2020. Like, you can literally perform all them songs. Perform all this out. You know what? Just do an Indigo tour.
That's it.
Indigo tour. Don't do nothing else. You cannot entertain the previous hits. You cannot do Wall to Wall.
You can't say where my day ones.
No,
you can't none of that.
No, you can't do none of that. I don't want to hear I Can Transform You. I want to hear all 42 of these fucking songs you recorded for 1 hour. For all 2 hours. And you're crack. That nigga don't stop dancing. That nigga don't stop moving, man.
The voice still sound good at the end. He ain't breathing hard.
Listen, bro. I said this to my wife. I was like, hey, man, we got to see Chris Brown for this nigga stop, moonwalking, flipping in place. I gotta see this in person. I gotta sign up for this.
Listen, I went to a Chris Brown concert in like 2019. Well, whenever the Indigo tour, I went to the Indigo tour.
Okay.
He did that shit. I seen it.
But it's like he ain't never stopped moving, did he?
No.
No. I knew he was gonna be a problem when he danced to songs he wasn't supposed to dance to. It's kind of like Genuine. You know about Genuine? Nigga was
just dancing
like, why you dancing so hard, bro? Like, it made no sense. I seen him dancing, I was like, yeah, we're in for a long night. Like, we're in for a long. Like, we're in for what's going on? You shouldn't be dancing and stuff.
Dancing fast as hell. Why are you doing this? You scaring this poor lady. That's crazy.
Mike would never.
Never.
Mike used to dance behind the hose too, but he wasn't scaring them, man. He was doing jump flips and kicks and shit.
All kind of shit.
Crazy.
He made sure that they were safe. That's crazy.
I don't know how we got here.
I don't either.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's an interesting conversation though, with the whole idea of classic albums in the year 2020 and beyond. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to have the tough conversations about rating these albums because they're all good. You know, a lot of and none of these albums we talked about are whack. It's just how do we get it from good to timeless or great?
Right.
You know, with that, because the music is the music, but how do we continue to further the stories of these albums, hoping that the generations behind go to listen to them in the same way that we went to listen to stuff that was prior to us?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I would have never listened to an Illmatic if nobody kept talking about this shit being great. Exactly. I would have never got introduced to Wu-Tang or, things that were outside of the music that was introduced to me earlier as hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Yep,
exactly. And we're I feel like we're at the age now where we can start having those conversations about albums that we grew up on.
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
absolutely.
Like what artists do you think would be like that? I really feel like I'd be like that with Kanye. Like that first album run? Five album
I know, because the reason I say 5 is because even though when they came out, people weren't feeling like the 808s and Heartbreaks thing. Mm-hmm. Even to this day, we still debate if My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is a classic album. But the fact that we can even have a conversation,
right,
lets you know how great that nigga was.
Right.
So from the year 2003 to 2010, that's 7 years.
That's crazy.
He gave us 5 albums of heat. There's not a debate.
It's not.
It's really not a debate.
Damn, that's wild.
Listen, man. Mike is overall, him. And I always say that. I like to troll Johnny. You got people like Stevie Wonder, who's at him, Prince, Whitney Houston, Luther Vandross, blah, 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 blah. Kanye is the only one that's from rap that deserves to sit at the table with those people I named. I always feel like that. Because Kanye is so bigger than hip-hop. And I know we have our own top 5s. Now, if you say Kanye was the top 5 rapper, I'm like, But if you told me that he's a top 5 artist, entertainer, like we can have a conversation, because the conversation with him is bigger than music, just like it is bigger than music with those people I named too.
Yeah, right.
Because Kanye is a style influencer. Like, it's Yeezy means something, man. Ye means something. I know he's batshit crazy, but
all the greats are.
Yeah,
the greats of that.
But no, I say that with all sincerity. Like, I think Kanye West is probably one of the greatest artists that ever lived.
But never forget Fabio Over Cyhi. Never forget.
Hey, man, let's try this on, man. Now it's Blurred Topic, Blurred segment. I think we belabored a lot of points.
Yeah.
But we had a funny conversation off mic, and we stopped ourselves because me and Johnny wait till we get on the podcast to hash this shit out.
Right.
So we want to introduce Batman into different universes and see, does Batman survive? Is he overwhelmed? Because clearly he wins in Gotham.
Right.
Gotham is corrupt as hell. So let's put him in the real world.
Right.
And let's try all these other HBO shows. Like, because clearly the Penguin, he gonna get mopped up when he go back and see Oswald.
Facts.
But let's start here. Would you put a Bruce Wayne in, like, I know I said HBO, but let's try Breaking Bad. Would you put like a Bruce Wayne Batman against a Walter White? He got Gus Fring out the way.
See, I don't know, man, because thinking about the Breaking Bad universe, I immediately go to Gus, right?
Yeah.
I feel like Gus had the smarts to be able to keep his operation underground. Like, he was too much of a well-oiled machine for Batman to really be able to detect, I feel like.
Okay.
Now it just so happened that Walter White caught him slipping.
Yeah.
He caught him slipping.
You know what's so weird about that? You hounded him for that. You came to that man's doorstep. You came to his chicken shack wanting to work.
Yeah.
You could have left me out of this, baby. So Walter, it's so fact it became the villain. Like you came over here bothering me.
No, it's true. Damn, yeah. I mean, you're right.
He came over here bothering that man. Then you want to kill him because he wanted. Listen, my operation was cooking, baby.
I was good.
I was moving meth out of the chicken shack, baby. I did not need you. I didn't need you.
But I mean,
but yeah, I don't know, man.
but because of that, because he was so organized, I feel like Batman would have taken a lot longer to really figure him out before he, before he can get out.
But I'm not gonna put Batman on Gus. I'm gonna put him on Walter. Now, does
Walter.
Walter get him?
I don't think Walter can handle Batman. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, you know what? If you did reverse it like that, you do have a very valiant point because Gus Fring is almost like a Batman villain anyway.
Yep.
Like somebody that's highly intellectual. I can't fight you, but
I'm gonna definitely outsmart you, and I'm gonna talk to you in your face. In fact, I feel like Gus Fring would be able to find out Batman's identity. Like that's how much faith I put in Gus.
You're right. You're right because I think he has a level of money, power, and influence to kind of still move about the way that a Bruce Wayne would, kind of like in the shadows. But I can do it out front. I'm pretty much a crooked businessman, politician type,
basically.
So those are the best types of villains, honestly, because they have to rely on this.
Yes, that's right. And Walter, as the seasons progressed, he got too much into his ego, where he kept making mistakes and had to fix them.
Yeah,
and for that alone, he getting caught. Getting caught.
Gotcha.
And Batman don't care about your age. He gonna whoop your ass. He don't care.
Now let's try this out, man. Now, have you ever I know you have you ever watched The Sopranos at any point in time?
I haven't.
Okay. Because the main protagonist in The Sopranos is Tony Soprano.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we talking about the mob, right?
Yeah.
So Tony Soprano would be just like any other mob boss that Batman goes up against. Highly intellectual, but the thing that you see with Tony Soprano, he's a layered, flawed individual. So you see the other side. Like he goes to therapy.
Mm-hmm.
He actually regrets the lifestyle he's a part of.
Got you. Okay.
So my dad groomed me into this factly but he's having a midlife crisis. He has panic attacks. That's something that Batman probably could use against him.
Mm-hmm.
Then Tony Soprano's a family man.
Got you. Okay.
Like all the mob bosses are family men. But no, he's really like, my son has a football game, or my daughter is in a piano recital type shit. So it's kind of like, and then he has a stay-at-home wife. What type of mob boss got to stay? I mean, that's a Batman villain. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That so much about the family life on the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, because these guys are running their criminal enterprise so much they don't see the interaction between a Falcone, mob boss and their children.
Damn, that's interesting. Now that you mentioned,
because I'm watching. It's funny because I'm watching Sopranos and I'm watching Penguin, so it's a lot of parallels.
Got you. I don't think we know much about any Batman villain family.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe
Mr. I
Freeze?
don't think they ever really, and that's so much of his backstory, though,
right?
As to why he became Mr. Freeze. So, I think the thing about Tony Soprano is he's very smart, and he definitely he is emotional. Where the rules are the rules, but you always bend them to make things work for you. You know what I'm saying? Because like when your nephew fuck up, we got to talk about it. But if it was my nephew, he'd have got whacked in his sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like he would have been done. He'd have been over with.
Right.
He wouldn't have seen it coming. But I think Tony Soprano would definitely lose to Batman. Like I think it's unequivocal. Like because I've seen Bruce Wayne, Batman at his apex, and he defeats mob bosses all the time, where Tony Soprano is too flawed. He's too exposed.
Okay.
Like, if your enemies can roll up on your kids and family, like, just imagine if Batman won't be on some gangster shit. Like, I got to play this game with you.
Right.
I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know, man.
I feel like I might add that to the list.
No, bro. Watch it.
Okay.
Watch it, man.
How many seasons?
Shit.
It's a lot.
You might as well say 7. Because Like this is the thing, and this is another conversation. Go get back to this conversation, but it's a sidebar to this, right? Now it's gonna tie into The Wire or black shows in general, right? It's so funny the money that they find for a show when they believe in it from the jump. Sopranos has 6 seasons, right? With an average of 13 episodes.
Okay.
13 1-hour episodes. Season 6, which I am watching currently. I know how the show ends, so you can't really spoil it for me.
Yeah.
But each season, it has 21 seasons in 6.
Wait, say it again?
Oh no, hold on, right. So it's 6 seasons, right?
Yeah.
The first 5 have 13 episodes.
Oh, okay, got you.
Cool, right? We're gonna put that over there.
Yeah.
Season 6 is in 2 parts. But it's 21 episodes overall. 21 hours for 1 season of content.
Damn.
That's why when you hear the greatest shows of all time, Sopranos is instantly in the argument.
Well,
you can debate where you want to put it, but Sopranos is always consistently number 1. But they believe. I mean, now, I'm not sitting here diminishing what The Sopranos is, because I think it's one of the best shows I've ever watched. But if you're talking about acting, writing, performance, how it's shot, story, like everything. Oh no, they're cooking.
Nah,
they're cooking for show.
Let me add this to my
because
my list.
Tony
right
Soprano.
Now.
Like the thing that's so genius about The Sopranos is just the fact that you get a lot of mental health talk in the late 90s or early 2000s where that's not a thing. So, like I told you, Tony Soprano is a flawed individual. He goes to therapy. He actually falls in love with his therapist. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he has a thing for his therapist. That what keeps him going back. But he questions himself at every turn.
Wow. Out of 6 seasons or 7 seasons, how many black people you seen?
5.
Damn.
Listen, this is the Italian part of New Jersey.
Okay, you don't have a reason
to.
Yeah. Ain't no reason to.
But there's some great black actors that pop up in the show. Like you got Charles S. Dutton, who played Rock. He was a by the book policeman, and Tony Soprano started fucking with him.
Wow.
Like, cause I pull him over. Like, you try to play the, I'm such a man. I don't care about none of that. Give me this license. I'm write your ticket.
Got you.
Got him, took off traffic duty, so he had to get a second job because he lost his overtime.
Damn.
See, stuff like that. But hey, the nuance. My bad. We got all off track. But I did kind of mention The Wire.
Yeah.
Batman in Baltimore, West Baltimore, not over there by the docks. I need to be on the block.
Yeah. Well, if I'm being honest, I think Bruce Wayne racist anyway. So it don't matter. He
trying to say the hood.
Nope.
Well, listen, look at all the chaos happening in the Penguin. That nigga don't care.
And that's how your
Bruce
blocks.
Wayne,
that's
Bruce,
how your blocks end up getting blown up.
Bruce Wayne don't care about black people.
He
now
don't.
They was over there getting robbed over there by them piers over there with Dutchtown and all that shit. Bruce Wayne be right there perched on the roof waiting on the nigga.
In fact, he's so racist. He's sending Robin them. He ain't even going. He's sending Robin.
No, he ain't gonna send Robin.
He ain't gonna send Robin.
Man, I think Dookie and them would jump him. Like Dookie naming
they
and all.
Would.
They'd beat his ass.
They would absolutely jump Robin. Robin, take that shit on
like
somewhere.
Mike, if you ask me who go win into a fight between Michael and Robin, I'm picking Michael.
Do it matter which Robin?
Yeah, it does. Well, hold on. Is it Robin or what's the other one? Then one become Nightwing, or we talking about Damian Wayne?
So the first Robin, Dick
he
Grayson,
packing them up. He packing them up
as Robin or as Nightwing?
No, it's Robin.
Robin
getting packed. No, Robin getting packed.
Oh, Robin. Oh, okay, got
Robin
you.
getting packed.
Okay.
Now
Nightwing's different.
Okay, he beats Michael. I'll give you that. Nightwing beat Michael. Now, does Nightwing beat Omar?
Oh, hell no.
Okay. Does Bruce Wayne beat Omar?
Hell no. Man, look. Man, listen. You know, Batman known for putting fear in people. You know how Omar put the fear in the street when he was walking down the street?
I got
that same extending to Batman.
I got one for you because I know Johnny hates him.
Oh shit.
Who wins? Batman or Stringer Bell?
Batman will pack his Stringer Bell up. He packing Stringer Bell up.
Stringer Bell get packed up.
Man,
Oh,
what?
that's crazy.
Easy too.
Stringer Bell really is
He
like
getting
a
the
Batman.
glasses slapped off.
Low key, Stringer Bell is more in line of a Batman villain.
See, come on now.
You think so? Like I think he is.
Fucking man,
Goddamn Stringer Bell.
whooping his ass. Whooping his ass, man. What?
Oh, that's crazy.
Easy pack up. Send his ass right to Arkham. Put him in the cell with Joker. Goddamn.
Man, hey man,
That's crazy.
that's crazy.
Hey.
But clearly, after that, I don't think I got nothing else for you.
Me either.
Shit. Hey man, clearly we're at the end of our docket. Johnny, what you got for him, brother?
Listen, if you're on YouTube, we appreciate you for rocking with us this long. We clearly had fun with this one today.
Man, too much fun.
Hit the comment section. Let us know about any of the topics that we discussed today.
Yes, sir.
Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And we'll catch y'all next week.
Yes, sir.
Now, you still want to do
yeah, give him some tunes.
give him a little something?
Little tunes.
All right. Well, now if you're on audio, you know what time it is.
Song of the week.
OS song of the week. I don't know where to go. I was gonna go Timeless since we talked about that, but I'm actually gonna go to this BigXThaPlug.
You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.